Hello. Kidding. Alright, welcome back. The reason it was, like I said before the break, it's high maintenance. You gotta move the tripod to here, to there, everywhere else. You had to move the tripod no matter what in the whole thing. So, yeah, you have to move it and whatnot, and, like move the tripod. Different rooms for different scenes, on location sites, filming here, uh, at at my house, and using the bed as a hospital bed, and using the desk area as an office, and using this for another project, for another part, and it was high maintenance. It's a terrible thing that ever happened, and I think stress was another thing that they were worried about. See, Eric and I were involved with this project. That was one of them. One of the projects to replace Durham Entertainment Today, as you know, was canceled. You guys never even got to see the original stuff. I only have a few things left from it, but that might change in the future. That might change in the future. Big time. But, it's just another reason why it didn't happen is Eric and Missy were worried about my stress level. This was easy. I just written the ideas, the plots, what I wanted to do, my vision, but directing it was a lot of work. And producing it and directing it was a lot more work than ever. Reasons for it not happening, I'll get to that in a sec. Another thing, it was just, I think it'd be pretty hard getting on location, traveling here again to film another scene here. It might take a few weeks to do some filming and whatnot. It just took forever to film and go one location to the other, switching and going back and forth, time consuming the time slot, getting it done, doing one scene one day, then doing that scene on location, and another scene here and there. It was, and if only one scene was out on location, and that was it. That probably was going to be it for filming for the day, and that would be it for that. What else? Reasons for not, okay, and what other reasons? I think time. Missy was busy, Eric was busy. Anything future like that was gonna happen, we would, think it probably would work out, whatnot. What other reasons? I don't think, maybe doing another project wasn't a good idea. That was another probably thing that was going through their minds. Another project not a good idea to do, and it's too much work, and this and that and that. Now I have Chris Travels Historic Places as well, as we talked last time on the Entertainment Man Talk Show. That was episode 4. And now we're talking about Chris Travels here in the studio again. But this was another project. This came after Chris Travels was created, and it was under pre-production and all that. And then Graduating 20 was the other fill-in at the time. Chris Travels is just with my dad and I. This one is on my own mostly. I will have guests now and then, and it's a great honor to have them on set and whatnot. But Graduating 20 was just, again, to replace Durham Entertainment Today because it got canceled because of the stress, the bickering, and everything else that was going on the show, on set, off set, meetings before filming and whatnot, etc., etc., etc. And traveling was a major factor in the show, traveling to one location then the other and whatnot. But like I said, that might change in the future. I'm not saying anything, but actually it is announced on the website that, okay, I'll say it. In September 2009, Durham Entertainment Today will be returning to the time slot. Only twist is, as of June of next year, this show will be going on hiatus. But I'm not going to say anything about it now. Let's don't worry about it. We got a long run with this show. I'm just planning on rebuilding the show back up to what it is. I just want to enjoy this show while it has its good run of episodes that's been planned already. But Graduating 20 was Graduating at 20 was supposed to be a spoof of the play I want to write, Graduated at 20. It's about my life, how I survived high school with the special needs and whatnot. Reasons for it not happening: stress, too much, schedules were very tight with each other. But actually I would like to do just a little spoof of when I get sick, and like a little thing, kind of how I did it and all that. Actually this summer I'm looking at trying to do that too. I want to try doing the sickness when I got sick again. I like to reenact all my sicknesses and whatnot on that. But reasons, I guess, speaking of sicknesses, that was probably the hardest thing to put on, with the IV bag, and the tubes, and all the bandaging, the makeup to make myself look pale on the face. But we're gonna try. I'm hoping to try it. I love to try just doing it on its own, nothing else before it, just like that. But that was another reason probably why we didn't do it, is because of the hospital scenes were probably the toughest part to put on in the show and whatnot. And we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back into these messages.